Hello everybody, this is Lee Phillips' Journey of Truth. I'm going to give y'all an update on the rubber ducky story. Where did rubber ducky go? Alright, so we're going to start over here at 78 and Bobby Boss Drive. And I'm going to show y'all the power company has came in and tied on with their three-phase power to run down to Pecan Street, right down here. Now this is an important necessity for our town on the east side, because our town's power grid on this side had not been updated in a very long time. So this was well needed for our street. And so they came in here and they set some new poles and they ran the three-phase power down to the corner here. And you can see the old poles they cut off where the cable line is, because the power company is not responsible for the cable lines. So they got their new lines up here and coming down the street. Now they were able to set a new pole in this location because if you look, the new poles are a larger diameter than the old poles, because the new poles are carrying more lines. Therefore, they have a greater stress load and they have to upgrade them. But when they got to this pole right here and we're digging the hole, and I showed y'all a video of how they dig the holes and how easy it is for the machine, but the one thing that machine cannot do is go into bedrock. And right here they went just right under the surface and they hit bedrock, because the granite rock under our town is right under the top layers of soil right here. So they could not replace that one, so they had to outfit the top the best that they could on that one. And that's okay, because they were able to set new ones on down the street down here. So as you can see, the new poles are put in straight, and that tells you, you can see the bows in the old poles, and that tells you how much stress has been on that pole. Look at the pole down there and how much it's leaning to the left from this vantage point. Now I do want to point out, none of this what I'm pointing out that might be on the negative side, because look here, these guys come in here, they drill the holes, they put the poles in, and when they're done, you can't even tell that they were hardly here. There's no piles of dirt where they had to clean up the dirt around it and everything. No, they do a clean job. But this pole has been a problem area for a couple years now, and I've done several videos about this pole and about something going on underground in this area in our town right here. So you saw how much it was leaning from the vantage point of walking down the street. And so now, with the new pole in this way, and you look at this pole, you can see how much it's leaning to the left. It used to be straight, just like this other pole back several years ago when they put it in. But there's something going on underground. I keep repeating that, and I'm gonna repeat it. And I'm going to show you why. In my previous videos, these guys did a good job of cleaning this up right here. They did not bother our fence. None of these dents were done by them. They didn't bother anything on the property line right here. They didn't bother anything. They did a good job. But this is what I want to show you. If you look at my other videos, you saw where water, when it comes down the alleyway here and comes down the ditch line, was running in beside the hole. Now remember, today they added 2 new lines to this stretch of line and these poles. That's extra weight that hangs on these poles. There is no tie back going back that way to hold the top of this pole from going to the left from where it's at right now. Compare this shot with previous shots that are just like this on my other videos and tell me that that pole did not lean more to the left at the top, making it pull away from the ground right here. Now, if the top is leaning left and that is pulling away from the ground on that side and pushing the ground on that side, that means the bottom down in there has to be going more in that direction. How is it able to move in that direction unless there is an empty space for it to move in? This is what I'm talking about, folks. It don't take rocket science to know that this hole and this cavity is washing out underground. Now it's going to rain tonight, and it'll probably be raining tomorrow. And I'll probably be out here even in the middle of the night to take a video of when the water very first starts coming down through here to see what's going to happen. Because now that this pole has moved, that's almost a 1/2 inch, folks. That's a good 3/8 going on a 1/2 inch. My finger as a guide. You are looking at a 1/2 inch gap almost that has occurred because of the extra weight on the top of this pole, pulling the top of the pole to the left. That means the bottom has to be going that way. If the top is kicking to the left, the bottom has to be kicking to the right. These linemen are doing a great job. This is not about them. This is a fact that I am reporting this. I reported it 2 years ago to Georgia Power. I reported it a year ago to city officials that were out here when they were doing surveys and stuff, and I pointed it out. I've got a video of when they were looking underground then, and they said that they couldn't see anything. I have the video evidence. Go back and compare this shot with my previous shots and then try and convince me that there's nothing going on. I got better common sense than that. And I hope that a lot of people out there do too. This is not an anomaly. Water just does not wash out from around a pole where there are other utilities underground for no reason. When this pole falls, It is already to the left, facing our house that-a-way, and to the right from this direction. That tells me when it goes, it's going directly toward the house. And if that's the case, look away from the damage that the pole and the transformer, the weight of it will do to the house. The fire that is caused will be totally destructive to the historic property. And once again, this has nothing to do with the linemen. This has everything to do with those that are in power that can make a difference. Get your investigators out here. Do some ground penetrating radar. Do whatever it takes, but don't let this problem make the existence of the only historical home in Loganville go away because of failure to act. We will be keeping an eye out. We give praise where praise is due. But if something ain't right, I'm going to call it out, and I will call it out with the loudest voice that I have. This is not a complaint about progress being made. This is a complaint about something not being took care of in a timely manner in order that it should be taken care of. Until the rain comes, I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all be safe out there. Be good to one another. Do something kind for somebody. Y'all have a blessed day.